my Wi-Fi is dying.
What, like, is there even a point to the countdown? We always, like, say whatever the fuck comes out of my...
Yeah, I see a problem. Anyways, drop frames,
What is lagging?
97 drop frames. What the heck? Oh, no, 97%. I mean,
Oh no.
That doesn't sound good.
I mean, yeah, it's because I'm
That
not
doesn't
on
sound
the.
good.
I'm not on the same place where I usually stream. I'm on the. I mean, it's not too far away, but apparently for the internet connection, it's a lot. So if now it's becoming more stable. Now it's hello bear. Yeah, it's becoming a bit more stable. Let's see if it reaches 0 because I see it on 41, 39, 38. It's becoming more stable, but in any case, we should. If I don't see it becoming completely stable, I just stream with a different setting that solves that automatically. But yeah, I will keep an eye on this. Hello, Bar. Hello, everyone that is hypothetically watching. Hello to my mom. And here we replaced Mele with
Your
a.
mom?
I mean, I needed to add filler. Yeah, my mom
It's
is
a podcast. 98% of it is just filler.
exactly. That's the
Fair
mentality.
enough, I guess.
Just look at Joe Rogan. But yeah, today we replaced Mele with the gay
Joe
version.
Rogan just sucks.
It was just a bunch of people sitting around talking.
The drop frames are decreasing. Now it's 18%. Yeah, it's becoming better. Okay, so today we replaced Mele with a version that is even more gay, even more femboy.
No, Capone is straight. I think so.
Yeah, but for the meme, because Mele wants to say, I'm not gay. I like to say that as an answer. And I don't think Capone has fragile masculinity. Oh my god. If Mele watches this, I'm dead. But yeah, Capone, can you present yourself? Can you explain who you are, where you come from?
Capone, are you even here?
I think he went to the bathroom, remember?
Again?
Oh no, I'm here.
Is he
Sorry.
Oh, never mind. There
I
he is.
spaced out
Oh.
bigly.
Okay, hello.
Nah,
Pat.
you were
Partially
just
because
looking
I
at the
have this.
playset.
Partially because I have this jalapeno cornbread in front of me is so good.
That sounds delicious.
Oh, is that?
Oh,
Fuck, now I want one.
do you know why I took so long to start? Can you guess?
Why?
Because I ate 5 tacos with a lot of jalapeno. I died, and now I'm talking from heaven.
Okay.
God, I'd feel so fat. I'd be like, oh, I can't talk anymore. I'm gonna go lay down.
No. The show must go on, even if I'm dead, even if my dead body is cut on many pieces, and the show must go on. I should find a way to keep talking. So, Capone, can you present yourself to the people?
I don't know what much there is to present. I am a digital panda. I play a lot of video games now. I used to do a lot of fix-it stuff back in the day. I like cars. I like firearms. I like anything mechanical, really. Like that's gonna really pique my interest, especially if somebody made a thing that's mechanically unique or interesting. Like
Yeah.
one.
Could I make a liquid nitrogen gun and then, like, in the zombie apocalypse, turn all the zombies into icicles? Could I do that?
I mean,
Technically, yes. However, it wouldn't be that
I saw it once in a
effective.
zombie game, and I thought that was so freaking sweet. You had this scientist dude with a freaking ice liquid nitrogen flamethrower, floor freaking thing gun. It was awesome.
the problem with the liquid nitrogen gun is that the containment for the liquid nitrogen would be very heavy.
Oh my god, they
So, like, if
started.
it was a steel drum backpack on your back, could you
Not
carry
enough.
that?
No, I mean,
Not enough.
the problem, right? So liquid nitrogen is only in a liquid state because of temperature. or lack thereof, right? Like
Oh,
it's
and
really
liquid is
cold.
heavy.
So the problem
That's
is
not the
that
problem.
as the containment vessel warms, right? Because it'll happen eventually unless you're actively cooling it. Which again, wait, if you're actively cooling it, and you couldn't even really because the sub-zero temperature you're talking about, you couldn't really reasonably have a portable solution for cooling that, right? Eventually, the liquid nitrogen will expand and no longer be a liquid. Boom! You've just worn a backpack that is now a bomb.
So what if you used pressure to keep it in a
Congratulations,
liquid
you have a
form?
hydrogen.
Are you telling me?
Pressure
I
heats
think
it up.
I'm pretty sure this is a record now. How fast could it take for the podcast to start talking about how to make bombs? Literally in every podcast. I
It's
don't
pretty
think,
on track.
and usually it's for Chungu, but I think also my viewer Bear starts like loves bombs in a way that I can't understand. Like there's a lore that they do with me. Always they say bombs. There are bombs. There are bombs. You ask for a bomb. You ask for two bombs and you receive a nuke instead, and things like that. I don't know the reference. I don't know what is the
Well,
reference.
fireworks. Fireworks are just those, but like awesome.
But
So why do we dog on fireworks, or why do we dog on boombas when we have fireworks?
But did you
But yeah,
notice, Luffy?
fireworks are
Fireworks are
celebrated.
controlled explosion that looks pretty, and bombs are usually used for demolition of things that aren't yours.
Like a building, you can't listen. If you have to clear a building, and like say if you're working for a construction company, how you gonna get that big thingy out of the way? You gotta use a baboomba. You ain't gonna
You don't
use
have to
no
use a
shovel. Get out of
baboomba. You
here.
can use jackhammers and a bunch of bullets that are trained to use them.
Bro,
Yeah,
what?
there you go.
For real, why every
Yeah.
podcast starts with talking about how to make a bomb? For real.
Okay, hold on.
Because we're the only podcast that is not afraid to talk about what everyone else doesn't have the spine to talk about. We
Yeah.
talk
No,
about what's always on people's minds, be it we can't. They can't because the ad revenue. What are we gonna do about the ad revenue? We don't care about no revenue in here. We're
No,
in here
that's not
for the
it. We're just
science.
weird.
That's why
Yeah,
Melo's channel is
We're
blocked for
just weird.
monetization. No, Fluffy, it's okay to talk about inappropriate stuff. It's more like I feel it's a fetish. Like we start stream and then magically, you start talking about how to make bombs, and that gives you pleasure, and it's
didn't
funny.
start nothing. Excuse you.
No,
I didn't start
Fluffy,
nothing.
Fluffy, when you
and
do
also
you
to
what?
what? Oh, to clarify, the goal is to not make a bomb. I want to make that's a very clear delineation here, right?
Yeah, we
And
want
that's
to
why
make an ice cube, a freaking liquid nitrogen, cold thrower. I'll call it
an
a
ice,
cold thrower.
yeah, an ice gun, if you will, right? And the
An
problem
ice
with that ice
thrower.
gun,
Oh my god!
Ice thrower.
the problem with that ice gun is that the containment of the liquid nitrogen will become a serious problem. And like, let's say if it's really insulated and the vessel's really particularly burly and good at like not breaking down or splitting open. I don't know, like I'd have to guess a couple hours, before you have some criticality issues.
You're getting 5 hours tops before it's gonna start bursting.
Yeah, you don't want to
So
be wearing
the
it when that
freaking
happens.
cool thrower can work.
Yeah, for a limited
A
time.
cool thrower can work with literal military grade shit.
That's
Yes.
gonna be my weapon in the zombie apocalypse. I'm gonna be the cool thrower guy.
There are
That's my
much
job on
more
the team. Cool
effective
thrower.
If I had
There are much
had
more
a
effective
choice,
options that do not require wearing a timed hydrogen bomb on my back.
Chungu,
Thank
you
you
gotta
very
think
much.
about it with your third eye. You ever played zombie strategy games? You gotta slow down the opponent. So
Do you know that third eye is your
so your looting party can get around the zombies. You gotta freeze the zombies, so then your looting party can flank and then get all the stuff, run out, no casualties,
No, when
not
you
a
play
bullet
zombie
smack.
games. No, when you play zombie games, 90% of the time you're just making zombies run around in circles.
You need an
Because
ice
the
gonna
only
say
thrower.
thing they know how to do.
my weapon of choice would be cardio.
See, if you have
Yeah.
cardio and a cool thrower, you can do both. Then you can be the super athletic cool thrower. There you go. You gotta
There's
think.
No.
like a pedal bike. That would also be a good weapon to combat the zombie apocalypse.
What about a motorcycle?
Yeah, just like give me a
You need fuel.
fucking fuel. Just give me a manual charger, give me a fucking like spear, give me a pedal bike, and I'll probably outlive most people running around trying to grab guns.
Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully.
if you have guns, cool. Trying to find guns and the zombie apocalypse is happening? Nah. That's
They
what
ask-
everybody's
you're
trying to
not
do.
getting anywhere.
They ask on chat, "Are you for real?" It's funny
Definitely
because
for real.
it's funny because for like furries and
Oh, her AI broke. Her AI
no,
broke.
no.
She's a robot.
Oh my god, no, I'm not AI. I'm not artificial
You are
intelligence.
AI.
I'm
Spanta is AI.
no, I'm AS, artificial stupidity.
Yo, can I
No,
get a
I wouldn't.
hashtag Spanta is AI in the chat though? Hashtag Spanta is
No,
AI.
because the thing is, I wouldn't call it AI. You'd have to be intelligent for it to be AI.
Exactly,
Oh, good point.
I'm artificial stupidness.
Well, see, you have artificial intelligence, but what about natural stupidity? There you go.
No.
Right there.
I have artificial stupidity. That's the
Oh,
only.
yeah, speaking of artificial intelligence versus natural stupidity, who wants to hear about the time a bunch of Marines went up against DARPA?
Who is
Oh, that's
that?
a good one. DARPA
Okay,
is
so
where all of
essentially
our Looney Tunes. Oh, go ahead.
DARPA is basically what if animation but real. Like, I think that's a good enough understanding of it.
So, the long format DARPA is an organization that asks really stupid questions, and they have a very large budget to get the answers to those questions solved. However, the questions are normally military related, or at least tangential in and so at the
Yeah.
point
So, like,
so like let's say somebody says, hey DARPA, how do you stop an RPG, right? Then DARPA creates a fucking thing that shoots a sheet of kaboom in the way of an RPG, to stop it from hitting.
That's why your name is Capone. Not funny.
I guess that is a question. Why? I'm pretty sure Al Capone was that super serious gangster
Oh.
guy, right? What was the inspiration behind your name? Are you the real Al Capone? I don't think you are, but just to
The
make sure.
inspiration behind my name is my sense of humor, and I when I was in high school, I had to write a paper on some gangsters. And after I wrote the paper on said gangsters, I went, damn, gangster shit's fucking cool. They ain't like the gangsters we have now. That's really awesome. So like my humor combined with my research gave me Al Capone.
So, like, here's some real talk. Would we rather have organized crime, like gangs, or not even gangs? I would consider gangs disorganized crime. Like organized crime, like mafias, right? Or would you rather have disorganized crime, like gangs and shootings?
I'd rather have organized crime.
Both have their
I would
problems.
rather have organized crime too, because if you keep to yourself, you're not gonna tick nobody off. Versus unorganized crime, you could be minding your business and somebody comes and mugs you. You know what I'm saying?
No. The reason I say organized. Do you want to go first, or should I?
You go ahead. I'll wait.
Alright, the reason I say organized crime is better is because it's much more fucking reasonable. Like, you aren't gonna
Very
get
true.
random people in the street being like, I want to rob a bank, and then they get together a bunch of ragtags. Like, if they're gonna rob a bank, they're gonna do it cleanly, they're gonna do it precisely, they aren't gonna, like, get civilians involved and shit like that.
Yeah,
Like, they're gonna
professional.
do it, get out. Yeah, they're just gonna be professional about it. If you get a bunch of ragtags together, congratulations, someone brought fucking C4 to the party, and now the entire bank's burning. Like, that is so much fucking unnecessary damage, I don't even want to think about it.
As far as how I
Anyway,
see
that's
it,
my thought.
organized crime versus disorganized crime, we'll call that right. It depends on where you are in society. So, if you are on the low end of the spectrum of income, or you're just a jobber, you don't really own much, you don't own a business, you don't run a business, you're not a manager, right? None of that shit. You want organized crime. That's what you want, right? If you have anything at all, right? You have property, you have a business, you have assets. You want disorganized crime. So organized crime is better for the general population. I'll just say general population.
No, this out of context will be extremely bad.
What is this? Sponta, I was gonna ask a question. What is this in chat? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but what is this?
I'm not
Let me
sure.
explain.
I'm not sure the dynamite. I'm not sure the dynamite means what. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to go there.
No. It's because the bomb fetish. That's why Fluffy would like to talk about bombs.
I
Harry
didn't
Potter.
even bring it up once. Excuse me. Excuse me. I
Yeah.
never bring up the baboombas once. It's always
But you
somebody
are
else. I just have
defending
to-
it, Fluffy.
No,
You are defending it.
no.
But it's so you know it's a bomb with tits and
Can we take the stick of dynamite out?
no.
Then I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like a little date.
If you
know what
took
I'm
away the
saying?
stick of dynamite, I'm pretty sure there would still be another stick of dynamite. That was the joke I was making.
I mean,
Yeah, honestly.
it's the bomb wife.
But yeah, the organized crime sucks more for people that own stuff because the
Oh my.
via the nature of being organized means that they have more influence, right?
More
So-
power.
The deal is that, like, as an example, right? We're talking about Al Capone. I think it was Al Capone that did this. You all know how there's a date on every carton or jug of milk that you get. You go to the store, you buy it, it's got a date on it, tell you when it expires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al Capone did that.
So maybe they can even do good things. is
I
what you're
mean,
Yeah, I
saying.
mean,
Sure, but
The-
let's think about the implications here, right? Fucking gangster that everyone knows is murder at this point. There's no getting it twisted, okay? There was no getting it twisted. Everybody knew what he was about.
I think the stream
gangster?
dying.
Got an entire label there.
It's terrible.
And collision that didn't set off the airbags that jostled the occupants in the car, right? Because we're talking the Model S at front was 4 cars deep, okay? So it really didn't get hit, right? $28,000.
See, like that's some baloney,
Yeah.
dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
about
like, you
streaming?
could get like a brand
That's
new
freaking-
off
The
the
stream is
factory
back.
belt freaking.
Oh, hey.
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
welcome back.
Okay, this time it's a podcast. I put ultra low latency, so it will look a bit weird the FPS, but I don't know, like a pillow stream on YouTube on the YouTube site.
Well, better than nothing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's a
That
podcast.
doesn't matter really.
Yeah. So, what was the topic? Bombs. No. What was the current topic?
You
No,
did
it's
that. We didn't do
Cybertruck, not
that. You did
garbage.
that.
Tesla, the Cybertruck.
It's just
Which
not
one?
garbage, it's
The one that
Cybertruck.
looks
I
from
was
the
gonna
Nintendo.
say that's some baloney because you could get a Mini Cooper literally fresh off the factory belt, 0 miles, and it's like 31 grand. It's like you're telling me this Tesla
Yeah.
costs almost as much to fix as a brand new factory off the belt Mini Cooper.
Yeah, you're talking
Come
about you're talking
on.
about 80. You're talking about an $80,000 to $100,000 car. Is what you're talking about.
Like, what makes it so expensive? Robbery? Yeah, probably. That's what it is. It's robbery. I get that Tesla technology is still very new, but no.
Well,
Get off my
it's
plate with
new.
It's not like that's what I'm trying to tell you. A Model S is a 2007 design.
It's like 13
It's a
years ago.
design from 2007.
So why are they so expensive?
They're
It's
so
not
expensive.
13, it's
Go ahead.
7 years ago.
Man, wow. The Model S is almost old enough to vote. Oh my God. Okay, so the reason why it's so expensive is manyfold, right? They haven't. So they have changed things between the model years, right? They've improved stuff slowly over time, but there's several reasons why the car is so expensive. Number one, batteries are not cheap. That's number one. Number two, the motors that are into Teslas are Tesla's own design. Fortunately or unfortunately, Tesla motors did put a lot of R&D into the electric motors that make up the Tesla. So that's number 2. Number 3,
Rich
a lot-
bastards.
there are a lot of people involved in the construction of these Teslas. They are hand built for better and most of the time for worse. Like, as a matter of fact, I'll look up some pictures to show you guys what I'm talking about.
It's like, I'm just saying, factory new Mini Cooper off the belt, 31 grand, and then you have these freaking cyber dump trucks. Absolute garbage, breaks after one run in the car wash. You know?
For
It's just
real.
terrible.
You put
This
the
is-
car
Honestly,
in a
I'd
car
rather
wash.
just build my own.
I'm saying Mini Cooper or a pickup truck. Other than that, I'm not super interested.
Pictures I'm sending you are brand new vehicles. These are brand new vehicles. Some of them are still on the showroom floor. So this is what you're
What is
paying
that?
for. This is what you're paying for, right?
It's garbage.
Like, if people are like, "Oh, well, panel gap isn't that big of a deal," I'm like, okay, imagine, if you
Factory
will,
new.
right? You ask someone to build you a thing, right? Like, you ask them to build you a house, right? And you walk up to the house and the roof's on crooked. Does it matter that water doesn't leak into the bitch? No, the roof's on crooked. If the roof is crooked, what else is wrong with the house? What else? What else did you fuck up? It's a roof. All it's got to do is be straight. That's it. That's all the roof's got to do, and keep the rain and wind off of me.
Fucking measurement.
Like, how did you fuck
One
that up?
fucking measurement.
Yeah, it's just literally, how did you fuck that up? How in God's earth did you fuck that up? Right? And
Literally
that's what
made in a fucking mold.
that's why panel gaps are such a problem. Like, when you see panel gaps like this, you know other shit's wrong, and that's what turns to be a thing, right? One of the dumbest things about the Cybertruck, as an example, is that it has a stuck throttle issue, right? And the stuck throttle issue is because of the floor mats they give you. If you put the gas bar, it's going to catch the pulse. It's going to catch under the mat and get stuck.
See, and they're made with that weird stainless steel, so like you see fingerprints on all the cars and stuff. Like, it's just.
And you can't
I'm holding firm to
wash
my
it.
claim that Teslas and Cybertruck worst cars ever produced.
I literally built my own car and it's better than this.
I mean, I
Like,
feel
I
like
fucking-
basically
it's a
anybody could
trouble.
build their own car and it would be better than a Cyber.
A fucking panel built my own damn car, frame and all, and it's better than this.
I mean, you could.
This is
Yeah, the short of it is
Anyway.
that if the suggested resale price of a Civic, if Honda's saying the suggested resale price of a Honda Civic is $28,000, the dealership is buying them for like $15,000. That's how that works. So, anything over the $15,000 that the car is sold for is profit for the dealership.
but they just
So-
want more money, so they mark it up to 40 or
They-
50,000.
They want more money. And I'm using Honda as an example because the Honda Type R is a $90,000 car now. And you know what's really funny? Honda went to the dealerships and said, "Hey, you stop fucking doing that. We told you how much the car is worth. $58,000, right? Because that's a Type R, right?" So what the dealerships do is they sell the car. I'm holding up air quotes when I say this. They sell the car. They have one of their employees at the dealership drive the car around, put some miles on it, and say, "Oh, look, low mileage, Type R. Oh, check it out. It's only $90,000." And then somebody buys it like an idiot.
Yeah.
So that's why cars cost so much. Again, it's Dodge v Ford. It's this is what you get when you have capitalism. It's all this shit. This is why shit's fucked up.
Yep.
Like, and the electronic shortage was just an excuse to raise the cost of cars that everybody jumped on. Like, that it's horse shit, right? And an electronics shortage that was caused by a particular orange nerd, right? And compounded by a conflict, or should I say military operation, right? But it's over. We're fine. There is no shortage anymore. It hasn't been for a while, and yet the price of cars is still ridiculous. It's greed.
Yeah.
So I have a question.
Uh-huh.
People may
Mhm.
know me as idealistic, maybe a little too unrealistic, maybe a little dreamy, but I had an idea. So what if every state made its own government, and then like the central government's only job was like the soldiers and the mail services and the typical things you would need to run a nation, and then like every
However,
state is its
however,
own nation, and then like the collective USA would be like NATO, like a collective alliance. Like
What
what
do
if
you
we did
think?
that?
How do you think we started?
Like
That's
that?
literally how it started.
Yeah.
I have a better
That's-
question,
50
okay?
war tribes
Like
in a trench
tribalism.
Go
coat.
ahead.
I have a better question, but Fierce, do you hear me right now?
Yeah, we
Yes,
hear
we
you.
do.
Okay, Fierce, at least you understand that at the beginning I was pretending to talk with the internet service and it was not against you.
Yeah, we got your sponsor.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question on this topic, what I know if you print more money, the value, like if you give free money to all the people, the value just increases. But what if instead of giving the money, you give them the products, the food, and to the population, being the government?
Then that's just giving them money with extra steps.
What you could do to offset some of the issues, right? Like, let's say, and this is how renting should work, right? This is absolutely how renting should work, but you know, it's there are other problems with it. If you wanted to give out UBI, Universal Basic Income, right? If you wanted to give out UBI, before you start handing people paychecks, you would have to write into legislation hard limits. So like nobody's allowed to like you'd have to say nobody's allowed to increase the cost of any fucking thing that is not a luxury good. Okay? Anything that's not a luxury good, you cannot increase how much you got to pay for it for the next 10 years, right? Because everyone would jump on that immediately and be like, "Oh yeah, well, you know, loaf of bread's $15 now." Because people are greedy. We've proven it. People are greedy. It has nothing to do with supply and demand. It has to do with people wanting more money, right? They go, "We know you have the money now, so right?" But a better way to do it would be to use governmental funds to make sure people have the essentials. So
wait. I got a question.
Go ahead.
I got a question.
Huh?
If the people have all this money now, who's gonna make the food if the food can't be raised in price? Because people are gonna say, "Oh, there's no money to be made here. We ain't gonna make no food. Are you crazy?"
You see, Chungu might know about this. They did this to a city in Canada,
What did
and
they
they
do?
found so they tried UBI out in Canada. A couple, like a handful of people stopped working. That's it. Everybody else just lived more comfortable lives and kept their jobs.
So why do we
Because
do
when
that?
you actually, because it doesn't make them money.
Yeah, it's not. The problem is that you have to, because like regular people like you and me aren't greedy, right? Who's greedy? The people that hoard
Right.
already, the people that are already hoarders, right?
Elon Musk.
You'll have a couple of. Go ahead.
Elon Musk.
The people that are already like proven hoarders are going to hoard, and there are going to be a few people that once they get some money, they're going to lose their shit, right? But that's just going to take time for that to work out of people's system, right? That's just how that is. It's with any major change, you're going to have some people that's got to play catch up, right? But essentially, the vast majority of people that I have met in my life, which is a lot, I have met with a lot of people in my short time on this earth. They just want to work and get paid for the value of their work, a living wage. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like most people don't even need that
Right.
much. You know what I'm saying?
Well, here in the Republic of California, man, you don't even
Republican.
you have
No, because the thing is, results dictate in a actual like communism that isn't completely corrupt.
When California
People will
is
continue to
Republican.
work.
say again.
California is Republican.
California is supposedly Democrat. The problem is that California is full of what are called liberals. And I'm holding up air quotes when I say liberals, because somehow people in America are of the illusion that liberals are left leaning. They are right, a liberal. Any way you slice it, is right on,
I will
on
say it depends on who says it, because there's people that say they are liberal but they are extremely on the left or extremely on the right. Like, it depends on who says it.
right. But if you look at if you literally read literature written by, people who we cannot argue are not or are liberals, they just are or they are not, right? Like that's it. Like John Locke, for instance, liberal. Okay? Liberals are right. They are right of center. They are always right of center. What left and right on the compass means, right? Because we don't talk about north and south for some reason, right? That's authoritarian versus libertarian. But left and right on the compass mean basically this: the farther right you are, okay, the more you care about money, the less you care about people. The farther left you are, the more you care about people, the less you care about money.
Wait, I got a question though. What
Huh.
if you alternate between left and the right? You use the money you get from doing one side, and then you use the money to help people.
You don't. It
It
never
doesn't
happens
work
that
like
way.
that.
It
Well,
never
then,
happens that way.
vote a
the
left
people at the
candidate,
top are
then
always
vote a right candidate, and then like alternate between them.
Oh,
Nope.
well, that's what's called an educated voting population. So if you have an educated voting population, the educated voting population will majority vote in their best interest, and their best interest is not always going to be right, and it's not always going to be left. It's going to be somewhere in between. There are going to be candidates that have a track record of doing things that are good for whoever this person is, right? If you're a business owner, you're going to be voting left and right. That's because there are people on the left who want to unduly punish small businesses. Okay, like COVID destroyed small businesses as an
Yeah.
example. Like all the relief and all that crap. I'm a small business owner. That's why we have to sell the house. We got fucked. Okay, like I don't want to get any more in any more detail about it. But anybody that's like, oh, Trump was so good for, he wasn't. He sucked. Okay, he fucking
Yep.
sucked. And anybody that doesn't own or run shit, like, that anyone who has not owned or run shit while Trump was in office can kiss my ass because they don't know what they're talking about, right? So, the deal is that if you have an educated voting population, you'll have a mix of left and right voting. And if that's what you're talking about, then that's what you need. You need educated people in order to vote one way or the other. But the problem is that we've had an uneducated voting population for like the last 40 or 50 years.
And
So
the
I
people
got a
in
question.
power keep
What's
trying
the
to keep the
what makes someone an
population stupid.
uneducated voter?
Say again?
That's
What makes
already
someone an uneducated voter?
Someone
That's
who
so easy.
listen. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Sponta.
No, you're saying that's so easy to answer.
Well, I don't know the answer. I never know what I'm talking about. Anymore.
Because you're
So-
furry and gay.
Oh, wow.
I ask questions because I want to know things. I don't
Look,
know why, but still.
Questions are good. Dumb questions are better.
Exactly.
I find I get the best answers when I ask dumb questions. So an
Yeah.
uneducated population, a voting population, uneducated. We have people who spread a story about immigrants eating house pets.
Oh,
So it's
Now-
like tribalism.
Sponta, keep your mouth shut.
why?
All of the proof, all of the evidence, the facts, they've all been debunked. The number one story that everyone kept spreading all over the internet, the person who made the tweet admitted that they are 7 times removed from the original account, and that they should, like, well, I just heard, right? And this is what the VP candidate picked up and ran with, and everybody believed it. Okay, everybody on one side of the fence believed that shit, and I've heard it so many goddamn times as being like, oh, it's the gospel, they're just roaming the streets and collecting dogs and cats and skin. And I'm like, dude, where's the evidence? Where's the proof? This grainy ass picture that could have been taken 5 years ago, or this tweet over here of somebody who knew a person 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 who heard.
There's no proof.
There's zero
Uh,
receipts. There's zero
I don't like to
receipts.
go to one side or another when talking about politics, but this time I will ask, do you think when it's about the right, it's like they repeat a lot of things that they hear with no evidence more than the left, at least nowadays?
I didn't quite get all that, but I think I hear what you're saying.
Do the people on the right repeat more stupid shit than the people on the left?
Yeah, without
Oh.
evidence, when they just hear and they repeat without proof.
So that's the kind of shit people on the right get up to. People on the left will do the same thing. Like it's not to the same degree and it's not to the same damaging effect, but it's like, as an example, right? So what was his name? Small EA, right? This probably isn't a good example, and I probably shouldn't bring it up because I feel awkward about it, right? But the story he told was not right. We all knew, when I say we, I mean, Africans who are American, we all knew something was weird about the story, and we didn't all jump on the bandwagon and believe in him because we thought something was up, right? Like, that was the thing. Like, this doesn't sound right. Turns out he was full of BS, right? Like, the problem, however, and the difference is that I and many other people are willing to admit that it was nonsense. We don't talk about it. We don't bring it up and say, "Oh, look at how racist you are. You guys beat up Small EA." No, we don't do that. We found out it was horse crap, right? It was bupkis. It was nothing. It was absolute freaking garbage. We condemn the effort. We move on. Okay? But the problem is that the other side will continue to spread the bullshit until people are just like, "Oh yeah, well, they keep talking about it, so it's got to be true." But it's not. There are no receipts. Just like the people keep talking. I've heard about the Hunter Biden laptop so many goddamn times. Not one person has any fucking receipts. Not one receipt. Not one goddamn receipt. Nothing. Right?
So what you're saying is the difference between the uneducated voter population and the educated voter population is the
A lot.
willingness to ask questions and question things.
It's critical thought. It's critical
Critical
thought.
thought, yeah.
Because they
Tomato,
try.
tomato.
They try at
Yeah,
least.
but the issue is right now, fucking schools don't
Yeah,
give
we don't-
critical thinking.
Well, why would they do
Any
that? They
shit.
want uneducated masses. That benefits them. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's why one
they
party has
don't
been.
nurture
It's why,
critical thought. They just nurture fucking obedience, and it's stupid.
it's why one group of people in the government have historically been dismantling medical care and schools. That's it. They don't want us to be educated. They don't want us to be well. If we're educated and well, we can resist and we can say no. We can say no, we're not going to vote for these dumbass things, right? But now we're at a point in history where, imagine this. Imagine any other country where this could happen. Imagine this. I'm just going to tell you the story. Okay. So, while one of our candidates was running, right? $10 million went missing from Egypt. 10 million, okay?
Where'd it go?
And it's really interesting. The bank account evaporated, the money kind of disappeared, and days later, one of the candidates just so happened to find $10 million. Now, let's imagine this candidate gets in office. Okay, all right. This candidate gets in office, and not only does this candidate get in office, but he finds out, oh shit, the FBI is trying to figure out where that $10 million from Egypt went. They're trying to figure it out. I know what I'll do as the candidate. This totally doesn't look shady at all. I'm going to put a guy in the FBI as the head of this to have him stop the investigation, and he did. What country on earth can that happen and immediately not this motherfucker be put to prison? Where
Is it
else can that happen?
America.
That's it. That's
Hey,
where
we
we're
got
at.
it.
And nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about this thing right here, okay? And it's been buried so thoroughly and it's been stopped so hard it's beyond the statute of limitations. So the FBI doesn't even have the legal authority to ask questions about it anymore.
And isn't the FBI like the one force that, like, no matter what, always is gonna get to the bottom? Like, they're the uncorruptible force. You know what I'm saying? I thought they were.
They're uncorruptible unless you elect and put your cronies in the positions of power. Like that. That's it, right? And the joke is
power.
it happened. It happened. This happened, right? This motherfucker is there, right? And so it's like, what do we do now? Like, what do we do about this, right? And we can't do anything about it. We really can't do anything about it if the vote goes wrong too. And the sad part about it is, the real sad part about it is that the people that need to hear this, I've sent them the documentation. I've sent them the interviews of the fuckers who were investigating. Oh, that's bullshit.
They just bury their heads in the sand because it
Uneducated
makes
voters.
it easier for them.
I have a question. Do you think there's a better side between left and right, or you think it depends on the years and the time? You know?
I think the best way isn't to pick a side. I think it's to pick a critical thinking. That's what I think.
Exactly.
I think you need to pick. I think you need to think. I think we need to throw the tribalism aside and genuinely ask. Okay, the country right now, what would be best for it? I think
We're
that's
at
the
a
way.
point. We're at a point where we can't even do that anymore. Like we
True.
can't, okay? Because we don't. I have loads of friends who are right on the right side. Or they're on the right side of the political spectrum. They are Republicans, right? And several of them have come to me and said, dude, like Trump supporters are not Republicans. They're not. Trump supporters are not Republicans. They do not want the same things I want. They do not want the same things we want, and they're in. And there's nothing we can do about it, right? That's it. Like the Republican Party is screwed, right? Because even if you go through and say you're a Trump supporter, get out. You're a Trump supporter, get out. It's going to be the same thing that happened when the Tea Party formed. Okay, like that. Y'all might not be old enough to remember this, but the Tea Party had formed up, and it was a right-leaning movement. Okay, they formed up and said, we have to dredge the swamp. We have to get rid of these jackasses that do not represent our values as Americans or Republicans. We got to get rid of them. You know, it was funny as hell. The Tea Party inducted these motherfuckers that were the problem, and they took over. So that we
Yeah.
didn't fix
Why didn't
anything.
they
We
just
didn't
make a
fix
new party?
anything. Say again.
Why didn't they just make a new party?
Oh, because now we go back to tribalism. Oh, I don't want the Dems to win, so I'm still going to vote right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just people spite vote, and it's really bad. People will absolutely spite vote. They don't care that it's what's actually better for even them. They don't care what's better for the country. They don't, right? Like if you make someone butthurt, that is the best way to get them to vote against you, right? And it sucks. It's like, look, no one says you are protected from butthurt. And the biggest fucking hilarity about it is like, I remember 2015, 16, everybody's like, oh, look at all these snowflakes on the left. It's like, dude, you're the fucking snowflakes. You guys are the snowflakes. Like,
Wait.
we're telling you what you're doing is wrong, and we're proving with facts and evidence that what you're doing is wrong and that you're on the wrong side of history, and you're just getting butthurt about it. You're getting butthurt at the information. It's just information.
And then
Wait,
they
could it be
complain, and
possible
then
that you have two candidates? Couldn't it be entirely possible that like say I'm a candidate and you're a candidate, right? Couldn't it be possible that you go to me and you slide me $10 million and you say, hey, make yourself look like an idiot so people don't vote for you and they vote for me instead?
That'd be
Is
a
that something we
great way.
can do?
That would be an amazing way to throw an election.
Because I want my
That
$10
would
million.
be an
I don't care.
amazing.
I don't even want to be the president.
Check it out. Check it out. Nope. Check this out. You take the money.
no, because what
right?
they're going to do
You
is
t-
they're going
you
to
take
take the money, they're going to
yeah,
expose it, and then it's
Yep.
going to be another thrown
Yep.
election.
Yep. Yep.
Crap.
It'll be thrown. You are now the president. You are now the president because you went forth to the public and said, dear public,
This
this is
guy's a
what my
jackass.
opponent has done. This is what my opponent has done. Here's the briefcase. Pushes it on the table. Flips it open. This is going into Social Security right now. All of it is
And then
going
you
into
keep
Social
the
Security.
money anyway.
See, I didn't even think about that. I just wanted the money. I was like, that's not even something I was
telling
thinking.
you-
You guys are on the next step. I wasn't even thinking about it.
What I'm
Welcome to
telling you is that
politics.
what I'm telling you is that like I'm not smart, okay? If I can think of it on the spot, oh man, there's 101 million better ways to do it then. You know, like it's just there's nothing like that's it. That's the joke. That's why all this is so screwed up because people who are greedy can also be smart. Think about that, right?
That's dangerous.
Oh, it's absolutely fucking dangerous, right? It's like you don't have to know how to build anything. You just have to be smarter than the nerd next to you and you win. That's the W condition. It's just like me playing War Thunder, right? I don't have to know how the game works, right? I don't have to be a programmer. I don't have to be a fucking ace pilot or nothing. I'd have to be smarter than the nerd that I'm shooting at, and that's the W condition.
Sponsor, what is this? It looks
AI
like
generated
AI,
Minecraft.
Really low frame rate.
AI
It's
crap.
AI Minecraft. It's basically getting generated real time.
Okay.
This
Well,
is
anyways,
Every
awful.
frame is being generated.
anyway, use lot. I'm gonna bother Pillow for a tiny bit, and then I'm gonna lay down.
Alright,
Okay.
Alrighty then.
Okay. So,
I'm also gonna share the news that I can now VR avatar myself.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
so-
essentially that's just politics in a nutshell.
yeah,
Wait, whoever this pillow person is sure seems to have a lot of influence. It seems everyone's talking about her. It seems everybody knows this person but me.
what did he
Yeah,
say he
Pillow's
was going
another
to?
streamer. Like, she's smaller than Sponda, but like the community is a lot bigger. I don't know, it's confusing.
That's
I mean, my
not
commu-
to a cult or something. It seems like everybody knows everyone else except me. So like
I
every
mean,
Oh, yeah.
episode
like
we're bringing
you.
somebody on, and I have no idea who this person is.
I
But,
mean,
like,
you know the
everybody knows
Springfield
each
lore,
other.
you know
It's a
the.
cult.
To be
What is
fair,
this?
Sponta literally uses Pillow's server as his like little server, so whenever he knows someone, it's usually from there.
Nah,
Let me
just
just
Chango
invite
and
you
Cap.
to the server so you can see it.
No, Pido is just a VTuber.
I don't want to go.
There you
I'm
go.
too shy to go to new places like that.
Yeah,
I
like 90. Look, I'm
What
from
did
that
Cap-
server. Sponta's from that server. Like, Capone's from that server. Like, basically everyone's from that server.
Chango, what did Capon say he was going to?
Sponta, if you're saying anything, we can't hear you.
Uh,
Anyway, yeah, like, that's just politics. You give someone $10 million to step down, they're gonna go in public, defame you, say they're gonna donate the money, and then proceed to keep the money and win the election. And that's if they don't send the money to themselves to create fake evidence. Luffy, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, but like, basically, the other thing is like, I'm going to send myself $10 million. I'm going to make up the story about how you told me to step down with this money. I'm going to say I donated, and then I donate it through a donation company, so through my own charity, so I get the money again.
There's no wonder politics turns out so many nut jobs, you know?
Yeah, but like that's
hear
literally
me now?
that's how you become president.
do you hear me
It's no
now?
longer an I will be
Is it
better
work?
than the other person. It's that the other person is much worse than me.
Do you hear me?
That's how politics is now.
Do you hear me?
If you can prove that the
Do you hear
you
me?
understand that?
We got
Yes,
you,
we hear
Sponta.
you.
Oh, finally. Yeah, what did Capon say he was going to do?
He's gonna go talk to Pillow, tell her about the new VR thing, and then go to sleep.
Yeah, I feel bad because the fear, like, I invited him, but the connection failed a lot. Like, I didn't expect it to happen for the first time, you know?
I don't think he cared that much anyway. He was just happy to talk.
If
Yeah.
anything, I think he was super engaged. He talked a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Fluffy,
yeah, when he
at
starts
least tell me,
going, he doesn't
Fluffy,
stop.
tell me, Fluffy, that you recorded everything because remember, not everything was on the stream.
I have everything recorded. Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
perfect.
let it corrupt this time.
I can't promise that. I'm not gonna lie
In
to you,
the
boss.
in that case, the full version of this podcast will be available in Fluffy's channel. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
like,
I
that's
decide to
basically-
post these, I might just have these on a hard drive somewhere as like little internet memories. Cause you gotta admit, some of these are a little too experimental. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dissing the government every other 5 sentences.
Yeah, because we're dissing the government. We're talking about freaking conspiracy theories. I'm talking about liquid nitrogen, freaking flamethrowers.
It's
Like
not conspiracy theories. It's not a conspiracy if it's true. It's a
people are gonna call it
conspiracy
a
if it's
conspiracy.
Which one is true?
Which one is what?
Which theory did you say is true?
The
I mean,
thing
we
about
talked a lot
politics
about
in general, Dodge v. Ford, how car dealerships are basically just scams. how the Tesla's Cybertruck is literally built for shit. And generally how bad markets are, the gold standard, silver standard American thing.
Yeah.
There's the whole American dollar, how the crash happened, etc., etc.
Jeez, Changu, what the heck? You basically just summarized the last 4 hours. That's some impressive memory.
Wait, how long this has been?
I don't know. It has to be at least a couple hours though.
Yeah,
An hour and a half.
Has it only been an hour and a half? Good grief.
Yep, that's how it is. Welcome to Capone. When you get
Honestly,
started,
I
you
was
keep
not
going.
expecting to enjoy these podcasts as much as I am, man. I love these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
If you want
type.
to start at the start of the conversation, like when he first started and started going with it, we would be at 3 hour, 2.5 hours.
See, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But when he started talking about governments, that would have been like an hour ago.
See, you know he had to be super engaged in this whole thing. If he wasn't super loving this, he wouldn't be talking that much.
Yeah, but
So I
that's
think
just
he
how
really liked it.
Capone is. When he starts going about topics, he doesn't stop.
So do you think he actually enjoyed it?
I think
Yeah,
he liked it, yeah.
Yeah, that's
like
good.
I
Hello,
could
Dips.
get into ranting about more dipshits, but
Yeah, that's good that he enjoyed. Even with the errors on my side. But I guess if Luffy has the full version, I guess it will be worth it to publish it. You know,
Yeah, we got you.
because I don't know if it's a good. I mean, maybe for your blog's channel, no, maybe I don't know. You decide, or I can do it on my Japanese channel. Something.
I'll sit on them for a little bit and then decide what we're gonna do. Cause like again, these are super experimental, and
they're
you know
not
how that can be.
experimental.
Yeah.
They're not
Well,
experimental, they're just politically correct. Nobody likes being politically correct because everyone hates them for it.
I don't
so,
think this is politically correct at all. I mean, we're talking about nitrogen, liquid nitrogen flamethrowers and stuff like that.
Hey, if you want physics to enter the equation, it is correct, so.
wait,
But
so
you get what I'm
he.
saying? Stuff that could generally be seen as unlikable or against policy.
So do
Doesn't
you think
matter.
Japan is not politically correct? Do you think he could be more free on speech?
Well, the thing I'm talking about is if you kept these on YouTube long enough, they'll probably get taken down. Is what I'm talking about.
I see. But what was the most inappropriate thing you talk about?
Well, I don't know actually.
The most
I don't have a very good
inappropriate
memory.
thing we would talk about is the banana wars.
The what?
Which even then, YouTube can't take you down for that. There's war channels for that exact purpose.
Okay, in that case, I'm glad to know to not have shown it.
I mean, other than that, it was basically just a whole lot of fuck you right, fuck you left, fuck you government, fuck you big companies.
So generally speaking, it
Hey,
was one of our safer podcasts.
I mean, I could ruin it right now, but
okay, so look at the screen that I'm sharing. We will be playing AI generated Minecraft. I feel it will be a really weird experience. So where do you prefer to start?
What's the one
desert.
village right there? Village. That's
Desert.
gotta be the best one.
Where's the desk? Oh, here. Okay, I guess this will be challenges. Easy. Can you read the easy ones because the hard ones are get to the end and see a creeper explode. So apparently that's actually possible. What about the?
Is it kind
Yeah.
of crazy that AI is already capable of this?
I mean, it basically just gets fed a lot of Minecraft data, and then it's just told, this is Minecraft.
And like,
And
don't get
then
me
you
wrong,
just
as a
kind of
novelist, this AI stuff got me a run for my money.
I mean, I like AI for novels because it helps me create the D&D stuff without having to worry too much about it.
It's great for spell check.
I believe
No,
I will.
no, because like with spell check, that's algorithm. But like the thing with writing or D&D close enough is like if I want to draw a picture where you in your underwear is fighting a giant lich and you're stabbing it through the heart, it's gonna take me like 5 hours. I don't want to do that for every possible iteration. So I tell an AI, hey, I want a purple sheep in its underwear stabbing a lich. And it gives me a bunch of images and I pick the one I like.
Yeah, that's what we should do. We should make it non-profitable, only for recreational.
Yeah, but the issue is everyone wants money.
So then
Like you
that's
gotta
why you should make the policy. So then only the people who make it legitimately can earn money, and the people who don't care, like
Yeah,
you
but then
said,
everyone's just gonna label their thing legitimate. Like what is the requirement for it being legitimate? You own the rights to all the images you use? Well then no. Well then all the AI is going to be like they're just gonna be like, okay, I own the like I don't own the rights, but it's a free like it's free out there if you put it on the internet, therefore I have the rights to copy and use that image. So I'm just gonna take a screenshot, I own the rights to the screenshot, and I'm just gonna use the screenshot to go train my AI. And then like there you go, that easily thought of policy is just adding another step. The AI goes, finds an image, recognizes it as an image, takes a screenshot, passes it off to the other AI. The other AI goes and does its thing. Like,
How is this so lag?
that's AI.
Okay, so as
So,
I'm
like,
trying
when you
to.
say, oh, I want, like, AI pictures to be a non-profit and for it all to be fine, you gotta ask yourself, what are the rules? Like, what
I
are
don't
gonna
know.
be the
I leave that
rules?
up to lawmakers. I don't know. I'm 20
Well,
years old. I don't
congratulations,
even
you
know
li-
how to do basic. I don't even know how to do
Okay,
multiplication yet. You got me. I don't know.
okay, you leave it up to the lawmakers, right?
Sure.
Alright, you wanna know what happens?
Corruption.
Yep. The lawmaker's going to be like, okay, I want to make this law. And the AI maker is going to be like, no, it makes this law. It's going to give you a lot more money. And the lawmaker's going to be like, okay, I want money.
I see
And
why
there
it
you
goes
go.
so slow
I
because
probably should wrap this thing up here. I probably should get going.
Mm.
what?
Well, I will see you all very
Spanta,
soon.
careful with sharing your screen. It's showing your time zone and all.
I mean my time zone is east.
Spanta,
But are you hearing me?
can't
My,
hear
my
you.
oh perfect. Yeah, this game is slow because it's like a
I
dream.
was actually kind of accurate when I said she has mic problems at least 6 times a stream.
Yeah, that's enough. But in any case, I'm going to head off. I have shit to prepare for.
Okay, in that case, Fluffy, do you
I
want
guess we're coming
to
to a close then.
Yep.
do you want to
I'm
play
coming.
like for 5 minutes this thing?
Apologies,
Ah,
Spanta. I guess you
goodbye.
too.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Okay, in that case, I will continue. I along playing this for like 5 minutes because it's. I mean, it's weird because you feel it's not exactly Minecraft. I'm falling. What? I mean, it's not exactly. It makes no sense. Like you can find the Ender Dragon. You can have glass. No, that's not glass. This is so weird, bro. The hand. I hope I can throw an item. Let's see. Oh my god, I can throw items. But they are gone. They just disappear forever. And like the, let me see the achievement. Build a two. Okay, let's do the achievement. This will be so hard to do. Build a 2x2 wall. That's not hard. Why? It feels exactly like some of my dreams, including how slow it is. Okay, let me break this one. Oh, when I punch the line of the sword. Ah, bro, my 2x2 wall became okay. Okay. So if I look to a different place, why it's now stairs? This I did it. I did the first challenge. Building a 2x2 wall. Bro, this is like for real Minecraft with dementia. Because training. Training. Oh my god, what's this? Ah, ah, it's a nightmare. What's going on? I hate it. What's this? Ah, let's try. Also, get to the end. Also, that's another achievement. So, I guess, you know, like, this is like Minecraft, but the game forgets basically. Bro, this is so weird. Like, your voice is very glitchy. How much? Like, um, Minecraft after one draw, exactly. I'm not moving the character. Okay, perfect. It was blocked. Let's try to have the. Okay, the game is still remembering. What is this? Yeah, this is Minecraft after draw. And it disappears. And I have infinite blocks, right? Yeah, it's infinite. Now turn water into ice. I think it's when craft. What, bro? I don't see a mouse, bro. Even the mouse. No, even this feels like made by AI. Let's see a crafting book, bro. Yeah, the mouse looks like AI too. Like everything on the inventory. So lag. Ah, hang on. Okay, a village just spawned here with bro, even the game doesn't know what's going on. I just hope I don't have nightmares after this. Okay, so I can craft. Why my skin changed? I can craft some of the items, so there's different crafting tables. I'm trying to click them, but I doubt that I can even do anything with this. What? 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 How do I make the mouse be? It's not working. It works, it works. I crafted an item and it disappeared. But I see even the mouse position is decided by AI. I have let's try some of the shortcuts on the menu. Yeah, the shortcuts on the menu work. Okay, oh my god. This is interesting, but what's this? It's like a door. No, it's some weird shit. The position changed. Now it became a torch. Ah, what is that? Fire! It's on fire! And it's lava. Uh, okay, the demo. Okay. It was on fire, the demo is recorded. Let's try one more. Let's try one more. A gleam. Play again. This time, let's try to start on. I don't see anything that could look any similar to the end, because according to this, you can find the end. Your turn. Okay. Bro, this is a Drogo experience. Oh my god. It starts in a. I can have a bed. Even the inventory. Bro. Supposed to be a bed. It's not. Ah, it's gone. Okay, I put one half of the bed, I put the other half, and now it's gone. Let's see what's this block. Okay, one single block gave me one single block gave me infinite wood. Oh my god, no. This is scary because the AI clearly understands the game. Hmm. Hmm. But it understands only the concept. What's this? Even the mouse is generated by AI. So, I mean, I crafted things. I made the 2x2 wall. Get bubbles underwater. Get to the end. See a creeper explode. Ride a horse or a boat. Get a diamond. Bro. Get a diamond. Okay. I want to find. I pressed Control and W at the same time, and that closed the tab. Yeah, that's an error. But yeah, sorry for all the issues on the stream. It was not my intention, but at least there were some interesting moments. Including, for example, the beginning when everything on the podcast started to be cool. Like every beginning of every podcast, for some reason, ends up with an explanation on how to make bombs. And I'm a warrior. That's my. But yeah, thank you for watching to the people. Sorry for the failure connection, the three parts, the three slices of the stream, and good.